The front lever pull is an extremely effective progression for all levels. We're gaining straight arm scapular strength through a full range of motion. After today's content, you're going to be armed with the knowledge to dominate the front lever from every angle. Which do you think is better, static or dynamic front levers? Comment now and let me know which you think is best for faster results. Before discussing why front lever pulls are a must, here's perfect technique. We want to keep our arms straight at all times. Our goal is the front lever strength skill. This exercise demands locked elbows, so locked elbows we must. Next up is the secret sauce for calisthenics mastery: scapular position and control. The intention of retraction and depression should be at the forefront of our focus. Doing your absolute best to pinch the shoulder blades together promotes retraction. Also, thinking about pulling the shoulder blades towards the waist promotes a depressed engagement. Otherwise, we're still doing the front lever shape. Use a posture which reflects this. Think about squeezing the posterior chain and bracing at the midline. Our goal is to keep the trunk fixed to prevent ourselves from losing position. If you find yourself doing the reverse banana, this is a sign of weakness and requires a regression. The front lever pull truly shines because it works through a full range of motion. We're gaining strength from overhead to the arms by side, anatomical neutral. By working from end range shoulder flexion through to an inverted hang, many benefits are gained. We're going to become dominant at front levers by being able to enter and exit as we please. If you want to pull from a hang and hold the front lever, this will be possible. If you want to lower into a front lever and pause with confidence, this is also going to be no problem. Full range of motion benefits from incorporating a concentric and eccentric component to our traditional static skill. By undergoing muscle shortening and lengthening contractions, this combination unleashes comprehensive bodyweight mastery. Not only are you going to become stronger holding the isometric with straight arms, you're also going to become confident doing so amongst dynamic movement. The downside with our traditional static isometrics is we become specialized in the position trained. If you only focus on the horizontal front lever, expect to get stronger horizontally plus or minus 10 to 20 degrees. This isn't bad, it just means you'll only be developing the horizontal position. People who dedicate themselves to pure static holds tend to stagnate with their progression. The prime movers in the back and arms often plateau from a strength and muscle gaining perspective. Front lever pulls tick the box of specificity, enjoying all the benefits associated. Front lever pulls ensure the prime mover muscles, which are involved in shoulder extension, get a serious workout. The lats are being heavily targeted through a full range of motion. We're creating a massive stimulus. This is thanks to beginning in a disadvantaged shoulder flexion start and finishing in a shoulder extended end. The long head of tricep, another prime mover in front lever, is being trained to grow. We all understand the tricep long head acts on the scapula as an extensor. By pulling down from an overhead to arms by side position, this exercise increases our front lever's functional adaptation. Hypertrophy in the lats and triceps is maximized because we're taking our joints through a full range of motion. With the front lever pull, we're stretching and shortening the prime movers. As a result, expect functional muscle mass to be gained. The beauty of dynamic skill training is not only we're getting better at the horizontal position, we're also getting stronger above and below simultaneously. A good indicator of a productive exercise is progression potential. The front lever pull is an exercise which will keep calisthenics beginners and advanced practitioners challenged in the long term. Calisthenics 101 states we must modify exercise intensity by changing body levers. When starting out, train the front lever pull from a tucked body position. As you become stronger, make the exercise harder by lengthening the lever. Regardless of progression chosen, we need postural integrity to be maintained. The body needs to be moving as a rigid unit from start to end. Let's continue. To guarantee everyone watching benefits from front lever pulls, quality is really important. Pausing at the bottom makes the exercise genuinely difficult and genuinely productive. Pulling from a stationary start is helpful for gaining brute strength to initiate a dominant pull. An advantage of being strict is momentum is minimized and the front lever pull correctly stressed. An absolutely vital concept is using a purposeful negative and lowering with control. The eccentric phase from an inverted hang to arms overhead is a strength gaining opportunity. Exaggerated eccentrics will ensure the front lever muscles are acting as brakes. Control on the way down is useful for increasing muscle growth, and it also promotes strength at all joint angles. The front lever pull benefits the most from the lower rep range strength dosage. The reason for this is because the time under tension is really high and the range of motion is large. This way, you can use perfect technique while also improving neural efficiency. There's so many useless front lever methods on the internet. Stop the paralysis by analysis. Start progressing with the Fitness FAQs program, Lever Pro. Now I'd like to share with you my secret front lever booster, the band pull down. This exercise isolates straight arm strength using the front lever posture and muscles involved. Set up with a hollow body and the arms overhead. We want the band to have tension from the beginning, so play around with position to get this just right. Otherwise, the band pull down uses the same motion as our front lever. Straight arms, scapula retracted, and scapula depressed technique. Correct form requires us to move from an arms overhead position to the arms by side anatomical neutral. Let's discuss now why the band pull down is one of the best supplementary front lever exercises. The band targets the phase which can't be trained with our bodyweight pull. When performing a straight arm pull down, we feel weaker at the beginning and stronger towards the end. The beauty of band training is exercise difficulty matches our muscles' natural output during the motion. The band tension is least at the start and increases towards the end. The resistance increases perfectly to allow our body to become stronger through shoulder extension. This unique loading afforded by bands makes up for the limitation of our previous calisthenics pull. Unfortunately, when it comes to bodyweight pulls, the downside is as we go from horizontal towards an inverted hang, the stimulus isn't really sufficient for us to get stronger. The reason for this is because as we're going closer towards inverted, our joints are becoming more stacked and the effect of gravity isn't really acting against the prime mover muscles in the front lever. Band pull downs are effective because we can isolate and grow. This exercise environment is highly conducive for targeting our front lever weak links. We can really laser in on improving straight arm scapular strength. Because our body is fixed, we can connect deeply with the retraction and depression aspect. This open kinetic chain variant trains the deficits which are inherent with our bodyweight counterpart. While moving through a large shoulder flexion extension motion, we're ingraining flawless straight arm activation. Additionally, because resistance peaks towards the end, we're becoming stronger in the shoulder angles which are specific for both static and dynamic front levers. A major aspect of strength skills is practice and repetition. There's no way around it. We need to spend time teaching our body correct movement patterns. Bands are an ideal way to practice the front lever pattern without unnecessary fatigue. This is thanks to isolating shoulder extension without complex body coordination. The good news, bands aren't neurally stressful, yet they provide plenty of upper body technique practice. Instead, we're simply stressing the local prime mover muscles while also ingraining successful straight arm scapular activation. What makes bands awesome is that improving and also remaining challenged is really simple. All we have to do is increase band tension over time. Because the posture and technique is identical for pretty much all levels, all that remains is continuing to use a thicker band in the long term. The band pull down benefits most from a moderate to higher rep range, hypertrophy dosage. With isolation, we don't have to worry about body coordination. This makes it a perfect environment for using that 8 to 15 rep range in order to reach muscular failure and train those prime movers optimally. The optimal way to get stronger is combining both compound calisthenics skills and isolation exercises. Surprise, surprise, we need to train front lever to improve front lever. But doing so alone isn't enough to improve everything we need. We must also target the straight arm scapular component directly to increase training effectiveness. Here's the key message: combine compound calisthenics with banded isolation to eliminate weakness and bust plateaus. Thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe to Fitness FAQs and click that bell button to never miss a new video. Otherwise, train hard, train honest, watch another video, and I'll see you all very soon.